Uh, Great crowd tonight. Very impressive. I thought the atmosphere was excellent. The fans really pushed us on. Obviously, as quality of an attacking team as there is in our league, a big challenge. Obviously, they were clinical with the chances that they got. I think it is safe to say it's two very good teams going at it, and on a different night, maybe we get a bounce here or there and come away with 3 points. We don't believe in moral victories, but at the same time, we went toe to toe with a top team in the West, a champion, a former champion. Proud of my team. I thought they put a lot into the game. Continue to push. We finished the game with 3 rookies on the field. Against some pretty darn good players that the Galaxy have. So, good learning experience. Again, we're disappointed that we didn't take all 3 points, so we did drop 2 points tonight, but we are going to be tough to beat in this building, and our guys have really laid that foundation. And I was happy with the effort, but again, I'm a little getting greedy, and I won all 3 points in that game.
Joe, you're on the record. What can you say about Keegan's performance, especially late in the game? Made those 2 stops, the 1v1, and obviously the goal.
Yeah, excellent. Again, he's playing against 3 legends of their clubs, out there, and he's a kid from Georgetown. So again, he's done great. He's a young player, but at the same time, you're seeing him develop. His confidence is growing. He's very good with the ball. He's comfortable. Happy for him to get his first goal. That's always a good confidence builder. He has a real willingness to play out of the back. Did very good in his 1v1 battles, I thought. When you get isolated with a Dos Santos or with a Keane, it's not an easy task. And I think he plays wise beyond his years for sure. But again, it's the same thing we see in training, in preseason. He's brought that. He has a good mentality, good head on his shoulders, and he's one of the young guys that are playing really well for us.
Andy, first row. Right.
Jim, can you put into words like what these types of games experience does for the young kids, the rookies on your club?
Yeah, it's so valuable to get games like that. That is I'd call it's a big boy game. You look out there, and that is a game of a lot of men on the field, a lot of former champions on the field, and it was fast. The tempo was high. There was good plays from us. There was good plays from them. There were mistakes. There was recovery runs. I think both teams put a ton into the game. Again, I think to walk away with a point each. It's as exciting a draw as you can have for the fans in that standpoint. But yeah, it's every time you take the field and you get 90 minutes is a great learning experience. But when you do it against Gerard, Keane, Dos Santos. Zardes gets kind of forgotten. McGee's a former MVP that no one talks about, So again, it's a quality team, a quality opponent, but we know we have a good team as well.
Jonathan, you're on the right.
Jim, philosophically, there's a lot of teams in this league, even playing LA at home, would not go at them for 90 minutes in the way that you did tonight. I know it's something you talked about wanting to do with this team. What does it mean to you done it?
Yeah, I think we've shown that home and away we're going to try to play the same way. We're not a team that is good at sitting back and absorbing things. So I think we're going to. I don't think we are going to be aggressive for 90 minutes, home or away. And yes, you will maybe get exposed a couple times during that, but we believe we have a good defensive team, a good standard has been set from the front 3 to the midfield to the backs that everyone attacks, everyone defends, and we try to make it 90 minutes of hell for the other team, and that's what we did tonight. Again, unfortunately, I think we came up with 22 shots on goal. So again, to go at the Galaxy, to be brave, to be fearless is what we're about. It's part of what we want to instill in our players. No one wants to come and sit back and just absorb and play safe. So I thought we were aggressive on the night from minute 1 to minute 90, pushing for goals. The guys that came in as subs, I think, contributed. All 3 offensive-minded guys that came in made an impact on the game. So everyone's contributing. We have a good thing going right now. Again, if we keep the level at this, more times than not, you'll come away with 3 points. So again, we'll look to continue to push.
Mark, front.
Jim, against San Jose, you said it almost felt like a loss. What did this one feel like?
It's still 2 points dropped, so that's the hard part that I'm having a tough time getting over. And on all the guys too, they're still disappointed. We don't do moral victories, but you can see the fans can see, the rest of the league, when they watch that one back, the coaches in the league will know that it is different. You know, since Ernie has been here, it has been different. The players feel it. I feel it. I've learned a ton. They're learning a ton. They're growing. We're all getting better. We're all improving, and the environment is a good one, you know. So it's positive right now. Again, we don't get to really celebrate. We don't celebrate draws, or we have to think about Montreal and Piatti and Drogba. So again, this thing doesn't get easy. Everybody keeps saying, they'll bring up with Josh. Oh, Josh, man, the first week he has to deal with Dempsey, and then, you know, the next week it's Keane. You know, it's on and on. Every week there's going to be somebody. I could go through every forward in the league, and they're all darn good. So it's a challenge each week, and we'll move on to the next one. But the biggest thing is we're not going to be scared. This team is not scared of anyone. They're young. They're eager. The older veterans are really helping the young guys, so we have that going in a good way. The next step now is winning these games now, and when instead of taking 1 point, taking 3.
Joe here. Right. You mentioned Montreal. What is this? These last 30 minutes or so, you guys were putting the pressure. How did that carry over? And then with the added depth you guys have, how are you using that Saturday?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we still have to see how we got through that one exactly with the guys. I think they covered a lot of ground. They certainly put a lot of work in. I'm not afraid to go to guys that maybe weren't even in the 18 tonight. They're playing that well in training, so we're a full team. We're going to need everybody. It's, again, part of what we talk about every week with you guys is we're too deep at each spot, and guys are going to be called upon. You know, Ray was out tonight. He played a great game against San Jose. You know, Fabi steps in, does a good job, wins a lot of aerial balls, and does a good job. So it's next man up. Warren Carvalho's been playing great. We don't take him out because of a poor performance, but matchup-wise, we thought that this was one for BC. And, again, BC steps in and does a good job. So we have depth. You know, we'll evaluate how to approach Montreal, a very good team, a top team in the East, with some special players. I think, for me, Piatti is as dangerous as any player in our league, a great attacking player, and Drogba and the way that they're coached and they're organized, it will be a challenge for us to do a quick turnaround, but I think our guys are up for it. They certainly have some confidence from tonight, and we'll go again.
Last two, Kev, on the right, third row.
Jim, Vince got the goal early. I don't think
Yeah.
he was pushing up really far from the number
Yeah.
8 spot. Was that designed to get him up there?
Yeah, we wanted to have our midfielders, especially our defensive midfielders, make some late runs into the box just because, you know, LA, with their attacking guys, they push so many numbers forward and they're so aggressive. It's a bit of a cat and mouse, but we took some risk, and he made some deeper runs. BC, I think you could see, too, in the first half, made 2 or 3 where we just missed them. So, yeah, getting guys running from deep, just with the numbers that they throw forward, they wind up being maybe one short. We didn't capitalize on a couple really good opportunities in those situations on breaks. But at the same time, we'll look at the tape, we'll learn from it, and we'll get better. I still think the final ball, the final shot can be a little better to close off games. Shoot, look at them. You know, both goals almost identical from each side, and they're taken with some class. You know, so again, we created a lot. We created enough to get another goal, so that part's disappointing. But there's still always room for improvement with our group.
Last one, Emmett, middle.
CJ Sapong did a really good job getting past the near post.
Yeah.
Especially on the first goal. Care to comment on how the movement in the box has evolved this year?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, he takes a beating every week. I don't know whether it's just the way he plays or the style he plays. He doesn't get calls. And again, I'm not crying to the referees, but he takes a pounding each and every week. I think it's maybe the way he plays is maybe a little unorthodox. It's hard to ref. But, yeah, he occupies 2 guys. He occupies both center backs for the majority of the time. He's committed to run hard across the near post, works his tail off, holds the ball up for us, lets us move as a team, and does a lot of the defensive work too. So happy with CJ. CJ's playing excellent. But, yeah, he does take a pounding in there, and, you know, I think he'll start to get some more calls as the season goes, hopefully.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.